Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of KPW War Zone. And it's I, Tapey Styles, coming to you live from the Kumite Dome, calling it right down the middle, flying solo as always. And we are just 48 hours removed from our previous monthly special event, Euphoria, where we saw one hell of a shakeup here. Something that rocked KPW down to its core. We saw Pando overcome the odds in Buckingham Palace. He defeated the Monarch Oliver English, and he demolished Oliver English's most trusted underling, the secret weapon of Parliament, Hosway, a man that we'll be hearing from very soon later on tonight. But also a big part of the shakeup, something pertaining to our main event of the evening here tonight. We have a new KPW Twitch champion, and we are of course talking about the Rhinestone Cowboy, the Sauce, as he goes one-on-one from one Bunker Hill member to another. He dethroned Popcorn Papi on Saturday night, and now in the main event, he goes up against the Heartthrob, rekindling an old rivalry with Popo. And speaking of shakeups, we witnessed a 60-minute war. We're of course talking about the tag team Iron Man match that occurred on Saturday night at Euphoria. The band bus squeaking out 4 points over the course of those 60 minutes, 3 of them in the first half of the bout. Almost a clean sweep until this man evened up the score and took a sizable lead for his team. Amazingly enough, we will be seeing Pierre Cinema in action against a war hero, Sergeant Foxtrot, later on tonight. Also to come, more singles action ahead. And while Euphoria didn't go the way that this man wanted it to, Cory Sinclair, the king of Stego Style, he is out for personal retribution. He is out for blood. And while he might not be able to get his hands on Crisp Billy once again just yet, he will be getting some real sizable competition nonetheless as he goes one-on-one against the role model Tape later on tonight. Also still to come, tag team action. A real monstrous showing for these two young gentlemen. They may not have won the tag team championships at Euphoria, but they certainly won the respect of the faithful that night and at Bunker Hill, as Mojo Perry, Willie Nixon, the Raging Bulls, go up against the Murder Hornets in tag team action. And that is all about to go down right here and right. What the hell is this? That's not the music of the Bulls. That's the music of the secret weapon, Parliament's Latin sensation, Hosway. Moving with a bit of urgency there. He's all braced up and ready to go. He's got a lot on his mind here. And look at the size of that neck brace on him after he got dumped on that stop sign. And listen to the cruelty of these people here in the Kumite Dome. They're just letting them have it.
Shut up. You don't deserve to be standing here in a brass. He never did anything to warrant such a brutal attack. You sick bastards. I am a star and you will treat me as such.
Well, the Kumite faithful, they are certainly exercising their right to free speech here at the expense of Hosway, who's barely able to stand up straight here tonight. Bit uncouth if you ask me.
I had some serious shit to get off of my chest at Euphoria, and what do I get for trying to speak up for myself? I become another casualty. Collateral damage. And for what? All because de. Dear leader. Can clutch defeat out of the jaws of victory? He almost got put out of commission for his ungratefulness, and now we wanna talk to the man himself. Come on out here right now.
Is he calling out the Monarch? Oliver English, not wasting any time. He did not hesitate to march through that curtain. Things are quite not as harmonious as Parliament would want things to be here tonight. They had a great opportunity to achieve the great vision. It seemed like Oliver English had every advantage in the book. He had it in the bag until the world heavyweight champion, the Siberian Silver Bear Pando, outsmarted him and lowered his guard for just a second.
You have the unmitigated gall to try and bark at me how I'm not grateful for my loyal subjects. You should take a long look in the mirror. I knew from the night you joined that your eyes weren't as big as your stomach, mate. It takes time to be great, and just because you screwed over that Bunker Hill trash and took his title, you suddenly think you call the shots around here. Listen up, Buster, I call the shots here. I'm the goddamn monarch. If it wasn't for me, you'd still be worthless street trash like your mentor. You want shots? Step in line and show me some respect and solidarity for once, you rat.
Whoa!
Are you calling me a rat because I tried to choose my own personality over a title you couldn't win? You should consider marching down with your heavies more often, because I am not going to let you tell me what I am worth. I'd have no problem walking your cronies dry, and what would you be left with? That's Parliament without the secret weapon to bail your asses out. You want your great vision so bad. You're not even great enough to fulfill it yourself.
What did you say to me, you loudmouth son of a bitch?
Look at the demeanor on Oliver English's face. It just changed it in a flash when he heard that. Hosway openly defying the Monarch. This could blow up right here and right now.
I'm not great enough to achieve the great vision. Tori trusted you to guard that title from Pando, and what did you do? You gave Pando the key to Pandora's fucking box, bruv. Tori was going to give me the briefcase for our grand finale. But you know what happened. Pando took the briefcase, Tori came to me empty-handed, and the great vision couldn't be fulfilled at Euphoria cause you Hosway. You went rogue. You want to cast doubt on your dear leader, go on ahead. But in between your bitching and moaning, I don't hear you trying to suggest any backup plans, mate. You think you can handle Pando better? Let the whole world witness your perjury.
Oliver English putting Hosway on the spot now.
You hear me Pando on a silver platter and the be lights out in 10 minutes. And when he get the job done, I'm gonna take the title of his while you sit upon your throne and wait for somebody stupid enough to lay down for your cause.
Hosway just ready to take the title
Hosway,
for
if
himself.
that's how you truly feel, then my hands are tied. In the name of the monarch,
Excuse me,
you are
gentlemen,
now a fish.
but I have received word from KPW's board of directors. They couldn't help but notice what Hosway had to say in that ring. Hosway, you believe that if you had the same opportunities Oliver English received, you would get the job done. Well, we're gonna see if you can put the money where your mouth is, because next week, you'll be in a Beat the Clock challenge. And your opponent is none other than the KPW World Heavyweight Champion himself, Pando.
Oh my
And
God!
Oliver, you should take note of this. If Hosway can beat Pando in 10 minutes or less, he will get your rematch with the world title on the line on October 28th. At Madhouse. No Buckingham Palace rules, no shenanigans. A rubber match for the grandest prize of them all. And one last thing. The board of directors have pushed 2 conditions into motion. If either of you lay your hands on the champion outside of a scheduled match before Madhouse, both of your KPW contracts will be terminated. As for tonight, your credentials for the building have been temporarily revoked to circumvent further retaliation.
Oh my God!
So get the hell out of the ring and make way for some tag team action.
The board of directors really laid down some serious loopholes there. That was quite a mouthful there from our resident interviewer. I know you screwed up the date for Madhouse. It's on the 25th, you bum. But Parliament, specifically Oliver English and Hosway, they cannot lay their hands on the World Heavyweight Champion in between now and Madhouse on the 25th. Hosway also receiving a Beat the Clock challenge. He has 10 minutes to defeat the world champion. They get inserted into a world title bout at the end of October. But speaking of a party that would love to get another opportunity, another crack at the gold, can't go without statements here tonight. The Raging Bulls are out. The Raging Bulls are ready to run wild, run loose throughout this tag team division. While they may not achieve their goal at Euphoria, the stakes have never been higher for them than it is right here and now. Maintaining that momentum is extremely crucial. It's extremely important for these guys. Mojo Perry starting this bout off against Wasp of the Murder Hornets. Mojo Perry motioning to the crowd, motioning to the Kumite faithful. Tag made to Willie Nixon. And the Murder Hornets, they're trying to go to town on the Raging Bulls. Willie Nixon getting distracted, zeroing in on Mosquito on the corner. Overhead strike for Willie Nixon. Wasp looking to go for a drop kick, but Willie Nixon stays on his 2 feet. X-Plex from Willie Nixon. And to see these guys evolve, Hurricane Rana cover. As I was saying, it was to see these Raging Bulls, Willie Nixon, Mojo Perry, to see them evolve in the ring, expand their arsenal, and become much more efficient as a tag team. It's been an absolute delight to see over the course of KPW's sweet, short history. And the Raging Bulls, their history here in KPW is it's about as vivid as their apparel, their attires here tonight. Drop kick to the knee, stumbles back Mosquito, but wasn't able to take him down.
1, 2.
Raging Bulls able to clear the ring here. And now it's the Murder Hornets trying to divide and conquer the Bulls here. Arm drag from Mosquito to Mojo Perry. Side suplex. Ham offense from the Murder Hornets. And you just know Bunker Hill, specifically K-Dog and Solo, you just know damn well they're watching from the back. They are observing every last move that these two guys make. They're not completely discounting the Murder Hornets, however. They've been tag team champions before. They know what it's like to have that gold around their waist. They know what it's like to have the pressure of every other tag team here in KPW in the hunt for their titles. But what the Raging Bulls have to make up for that, and it's more than plentiful, is their strive, it's their ambition, their determination to finally get that one big win. It's like reversal, side suplex from Mosquito. And the Bulls are not in control here tonight. They're still feeling the wear and tear of that absolutely magnificent tag team championship match just 48 hours ago. Hip toss from Mojo Perry. But when we're talking about tag team bouts, I don't think anybody can feel as much wear and tear as the four men that competed in the 60-minute Iron Man match at Euphoria. The Bam Bus, Ricky Rhombus, Bam Dardino, Jedi, and Pierre Cinema. All four men need to be escorted to the back by medical staff after that absolutely insane battle that they waged in just 48 hours ago. The most incredible part of it all, the star attraction, France's greatest export, Pierre Cinema, is looking to keep his reps up. He's looking to push himself further and further just so he can get closer and closer to the thing that Bam Dardino swindled him of, the World Heavyweight Championship. Falcon Arrow by Mojo Perry. Lateral press.
1,
Willie Nixon in
2.
position. And Mosquito gets the shoulder free. He kicks out. This match continues. Big clothesline taking down Mojo Perry. Tag made to Willie Nixon. Really trying to go for a suplex over the ropes from the apron. Mosquito was able to retaliate with a suplex attempt of his own. However, his was successful. Tag made to Wasp. Willie Nixon clearing the ring of Mosquito. Again, his focus on the legal man of the Murder Hornets. Swinging neck breaker. Irish whip reversal into the corner. Wasp trying to push Willie Nixon back towards those turnbuckles. Corner him, getting him into a vulnerable position. Ice lock transfer. Wasp going dead weight on Willie Nixon. Rachel Bull's looking for some tandem offense here. Now Murder Hornets just doing their absolute best to stay one step ahead here. Drop kick in the corner. Overhead strike. Takes Mojo Perry right into the ropes. Using that top rope to stay on his feet here. Hurricane Rana, shoulders on the mat. And another kick out from Wasp. Swinging neck breaker. Wasp running right into a delayed vertical suplex. Schoolboy cover up by Mojo Perry. Only a 1 count on that affair. Power bomb, kneeling for cover. Pushing the legs down for extra pressure, extra torque. And it's still only got a 2 count. Irish whip back towards the corner of the Bulls. Mosquito is as far away as he could possibly be from his tag team partner. He needs to find a way to close the gap here. The Bulls with some tandem offense. Clothesline. Cover. And a breakup from Mosquito. The official slap thigh Jones very quickly losing control here. Needs to get Mosquito back to his corner. Knife edge chop from Wasp. Mojo Perry all fired up here. Tag made to Mosquito. Mojo Perry getting launched to the outside. The Murder Hornets looking to capitalize here. Mojo Perry from behind. Double X from the top. Sidewalk slam from one half of the Raging Bulls. Suplex for Mosquito. Mojo Perry looking for a running big boot, and he gets it this time around. Reverse sitting armbar. Mosquito reaches out to the ropes. He gets the rope break. Back body drop. Willie Nixon keeping the pressure up. Mojo Perry shielding his tag team partner from Wasp. Wasp getting tossed to the outside. Mosquito trying to shift the momentum into the favor of the Hornets. Cross body, but nobody home. Wasp makes the tag. A back heel kick to the back of Willie Nixon. Snapmare from Wasp. Picking him up from the supine position. Diving clothesline, but Willie Nixon maintains his posture. Stays on all 2 feet there. Lateral press, cover. 2 count. Overhead strike. Reciprocated by Wasp. Forearm strikes. Noggin knocker. Willie Nixon goes over the top rope and down to the floor. And now it is Mojo Perry going 2-on-1 against the Murder Hornets.
7.
Willie Nixon, he's just starting to get to his feet right now. He's at the count of 9. Until 20 to get back in and intervene for his tag team partner. But he understands that time was of the essence. He needs to make sure that his partner is in the best possible shape imaginable. You got to maintain that energy. You got to conserve the stamina. You got to do everything you can to look out for your tag team partner, especially as the minutes tick away here. Wrist lock, wrenching in the arm, drilling the elbow into the shoulder region of Willie Nixon. Overhead strike. Arm strikes. Mosquito goes low. Willie Nixon went high. Mosquito wins the exchange with a side suplex. Irish whip hitting the ropes. Crossbody, but nobody home. Willie Nixon makes the beeline to his tag team partner. Mojo Perry is in.
1, 2, 3.
Tandem offense for the Bulls. Headbutt from Willie Nixon. A delayed suplex from Mojo Perry. Atomic drop to Mosquito. Mojo Perry ramming Wasp's head into that ring post. Hurricane Rana, cover,
2.
and no! The Murder Hornets stay alive. Tag made a Wasp. Standing clothesline from Mojo Perry. Looking to keep the pressure up. Going back to that delayed vertical suplex, trying to shift the blood flow in the body of Wasp. Great way to disorient your opponent there. Running into an inside cradle. This could be it.
Count 2.
And Wasp just barely beat the count that time around. Drop kick. He strikes towards the corner. Mojo Perry is on fire. He is absolutely electric here tonight. Another sidewalk slam, this time into the corner. Mojo going up top. Double axe handle, connects with it. Stun gun over the top rope, catching Wasp on the neck. Leg drop from Mojo. I think he's calling for the end here, folks. Falcon Arrow using the momentum of Wasp.
1,
Cover.
2, 3. Pinfall.
And the Raging Bulls keep that momentum alive. This is exactly what they need to stay towards the top of the totem pole in the tag team division. A victory as substantial as this, a victory as hard fought as this, you just know that our tag team champions, K-Dog Solo, they had me more than impressed for what we saw here in our opening bout here tonight. Rekindles were able to get so close to the top of the mountain, and now they are on a mission to prove that this was no fluke whatsoever. Congratulations to Willie Nixon, Mojo Perry, the Raging Bulls, on an impressive victory here tonight. And hopefully one that will get them right back to another tag team championship opportunity in the very near future. But coming up next, it's time for the King of Stego Style to let off some steam. He's out on the hunt. He's got some serious bloodlust here tonight. Cory Sinclair goes one-on-one against the role model, Tape. This may be exhibition between these two individuals, but it was already bad enough for Cory Sinclair that he lost that challenge that he put out to Chris Billy over the course of the past month. And blindside with that oil spill, his own patented move, that was just the insult to injury. Tape getting caught in the crossfire here. He has quite a bit to prove himself. He's looking to make some serious strides towards singles gold here in KPW. He's certainly the most successful tag team champion we've ever had. Between him and Bob, an unrelenting 6 months of dominance in the tag team division as champions. If he wants to make a statement, if he wants to stake his claim towards championship gold for any singles belt here in KPW, defeating Cory Sinclair here tonight would be a good way to guarantee it. That'd be a great foot in the door. The palm strike by Cory Sinclair, shot to the forehead of Tape. Irish whip into the corner. Cory Sinclair with the headstand in the corner, trying to play mind games with Tape. And we know how much a role model he loves to brag and boast and bloviate about how he is a hero that these people need. And the real truth of the matter is the man does not practice at all what he tries to preach. He's trying to force his hand here. He's trying to make decisions for these people here tonight. Knee lift from Tape. Another knee lift. And Cory gets back up. As strong, as defiant as ever is Cory Sinclair. Falling suplex from Tape. Staring each other down, looking for the next move, looking for the next opening. Cory Sinclair reverses Tape's suplex attempt into a snap suplex of his own. Irish whip, neck breaker. As Cory Sinclair just recoils off that rope. Lock transition. Hailing kick from Cory Sinclair. Even after all the hell that he went through at Euphoria, he is still a spry spring chicken. And now it is the job, is the duty of the role model, Tape, to try and slow this man down, take him down to a speed that Tape is more accustomed to. Take it down and ease it back to a more methodical pace. Irish whip into the ropes, leapfrog from Tape. Neck breaker once again. Cory looking for that rolling wheel kick. Nobody home, however. Schoolboy cover up. Cory Sinclair's hand underneath the bottom rope there. A good catch from our lead official, Slap Thigh Jones. Double foot stomp into the back of Tape. Another Irish whip from Tape. Looking to meet in the middle here. Sunset flip cover. And another break. The in-ring positioning of Cory Sinclair is really coming to his benefit here tonight. And he's got all the savviness to make himself a champion yet again here in KPW. A former Twitch champion, a three-time hardcore champion. Cory Sinclair's got such a unique resume here when it comes to championship glory. Nobody's held on to the hardcore championship as many times as this man. Big headbutt knocks back Tape, taking him right down to the mat. Irish whip reversal from Cory. Another big headbutt. Step up enziguri from Tape. Goes for it again, but Cory ducks it this time. He was scouting it. Tape slowing down the pace once again with another suplex. Super kick to Tape. Tape getting momentarily stunned. Getting back elbow from Tape. Sunset flip attempted yet again. Another rope break. These two athletes, these two combatants, these two warriors feeling each other out here in the opening minutes of this bout. We're looking to go for a power bomb. Tape overpowers him, however, lifting him overhead. Enziguri counter from Cory. Sunset flip once again. Grueling shot from Cory Sinclair. Enziguri counter from Tape. Suplex back into the ring, but Tape floats over. Breaks the back of Cory. And he's got to be taking in some sweet, sick pleasures from all this. Being able to dictate the pace. So methodically taking Cory Sinclair off his game so much. Like Tape is trying to anticipate some of the more unorthodox strikes that Cory Sinclair is so well known and so well renowned for. But if Tape wants to neutralize that altogether, he's got to make his move now as he's size him up here. Octopus stretch. Style pile driver. Cory Sinclair clutching that neck, but he was playing possum. These two men keeping up the intensity from the moment that bell rang. Both of these men understand just how easy it is to take a mile the moment your opponent gives you an inch. Big headbutt from Cory Sinclair. Quick kicks from Cory Sinclair. Tape going for a headlock. Cory counters it into a back suplex. Arm drag. An arm drag of his own from Tape. Like a true battle of wits. Both of these men trying to one-up each other here tonight in the ring, in the squared circle, in the confines of the Kumite Dome here. Another falling suplex. Tape going for a reverse figure four, and Cory scrambles for the ropes. Ladies and gentlemen, as I am receiving word from the board of directors here, coming up next week on Warzone, we will be seeing plenty of action to come, including what we already have confirmed from earlier on tonight, the 10-minute beat the clock challenge, where Pando, our world heavyweight champion, goes one-on-one against Hosway. If Hosway can survive the 10 minutes, he might be going right to Madhouse, our next monthly special event on October 25th, 9/8 Central on the Team Adhesive Broadcasting Network. But that's going to be a real tall task for a man with a half-busted neck. But he's got a week to come up with a game plan. He's got to find a way to survive for 10 minutes against our ruthless world heavyweight champion. We're getting back to his feet. Tape, go for a shotgun drop kick. He gets all of it and then some. Also to come next week on Warzone, next Monday night, a true sparring battle between two of the founding fathers of Bunker Hill, as Popcorn Papi goes one-on-one against Solo. Also just announced from the board of directors, we'll be seeing some serious contention in the singles division. Two men vying to get closer and closer to the World Heavyweight Championship. Lateral press from Tape. And a kick out from Cory Sinclair. Two men vying for the World Heavyweight Championship as the Viceroy Jedi will be going one-on-one against the 300-pound misfit, Bob. Also to come next week on Warzone, more tag team action featuring the Raging Bulls, Mojo Perry, Willie Nixon, keeping their reps up, keeping their wits sharp, as they'll be going up against Slarty, Shuko, the First Nation, in just 7 days' time. Cory Sinclair running into the prescription bottle. And that's gotta be it. Cory Sinclair saved by the ropes. Tape hooking the leg for extra leverage, not catching the foot of Cory Sinclair. An absolutely genius play by the king of Stego style. Step up enziguri to the back of Cory. Tate looking to keep that pressure up. He needs this opportunity on such a personal level there. Cory stumbling to get back to his feet after being leveled with that roundhouse kick to the back of the head. This has been an absolutely brutal affair here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Rolling wheel kick, but Tape had his guard up. Double underhook back breaker. Cover.
1, 2, 3. Pinfall.
And Tape squeaks out with the W. Cory Sinclair's past 48 hours has been roadblock after roadblock. First with the crushing defeat against Chris Billy at Euphoria. As he gets closer and closer to the brink of insanity. Being motivated, being fueled by revenge. And look what it cost him here tonight. Tape was right there to capitalize. He was right there to make a name for himself. After such a hard-fought battle, this might be the momentum that the role model needs to get closer and closer to some championship gold here. Congratulations to Tape on a hard-fought victory here tonight. But coming up next, more singles action to follow as the star attraction, Pierre Cinema, goes one-on-one against the war hero, Sergeant Foxtrot. And look at the Sarge, he's marching in with a new approach, a new outlook. Really embracing the Americana flowing through his veins. I haven't seen this man in quite some time here in KPW. And he's got one hell of an opportunity to make an impression here as he goes one-on-one against a former world heavyweight champion, France's greatest export, the star attraction, Pierre Cinema. And the contrast, the clashing of styles that we're going to be seeing in this bout here tonight is going to be absolutely phenomenal here, folks. Sergeant Foxtrot, very much a born and bred shoot fighting man. A true tactician in the ring, a submission specialist. Half Nelson suplex from Pierre Cinema. Pierre Cinema relying on the fundamentals, taking it old school when he needs to. But he's not afraid to show a little bit of flash. Wrist lock reversal from Pierre Cinema, case in point. Drop kick from Pierre Cinema. Backbreaker onto the Sarge. Cover.
1.
And what a hellacious knee strike from Pierre Cinema. He just absolutely leveled the Sarge with that one. Sarge trying to regain his composure, getting back to his 2 feet there. Yelling at Pierre to give him his best shot, and boy did Pierre Cinema deliver on that. He absolutely drilled him with that flying knee to the face. Action spilling to the outside once again. Pierre Cinema sizing up the Sarge, looking to get him in perfect position here. Handspring moonsault, nobody home.
7.
And this is the exact moment in time that the Sergeant Foxtrot has been looking for
12.
in the past 2.5 minutes.
14. 15.
He's made his impact felt here. Down to 16.
17.
Here, returning to the apron here, breaking the count. A huge jab from Pierre Cinema. Quick strike in the corner. Irish whip from one end to the other. Forearm smash takes down the Sarge. Double axe handle from Pierre Cinema. Spinning back elbow, cover.
1, 2.
Moving quick, moving vigilant. A kick out from the Sarge. I don't know how often it's been called into question here, especially regarding Sergeant Foxtrot and his background. Would it be considered sacrilege for a man of his stature, a man of his
1, 2. Count.
renown, to be wearing the American flag on his gear like that? Breaker from the Sarge. Triangle lock from Foxtrot to Pierre. Irish whip into the corner. Pierre Cinema lighting up his chest with some serious chops. Pierre looking to go for that running knee strike once again. Back body drop from the Sarge. Pierre tossing Foxtrot out of the ring.
2, 3, 4.
Might be thinking the handspring moonsault over the top rope once again.
6.
He's going for it. He's striding. He's executing. Successful execution.
10, 11, 12,
Here,
13.
pulling him back into the ring here. Pierre looking to move quick. Shooting star. And the Sarge is getting back up. He's back on his 2 feet after that.
Break.
He's made world championship defenses. He's won main event bouts with that shooting star press. Pierre still go for some aerial offense. Double foot to the chest.
1, 2.
That'll take the breath out of any man. Knock the wind out of their sails. Waistlock transition, spinning back, suplex. Now the Sarge looking for a wishbone split on Pierre. Pierre looking to go for something in the corner there. Sergeant Foxtrot countering with a catapult into the ring post. Pierre getting a bit desperate now. And I don't think he expected this kind of offense from the Sarge. Crucifix pinfall attempt, rope break. Irish whip, leapfrog, drop down. Pierre drop kicking Sergeant Foxtrot out of the ring, down to the floor.
2.
What the hell is Pierre thinking?
3.
Shotgun drop kick down to the floor?
5.
Are you mad?
7. 8.
Pierre Cinema
9. 10.
willing to risk it all.
12. 13. 14. 15.
He's really leveled up the intensity over the past several months.
2.
He's been on a personal mission to show that he's still a bit rough around the edges here. Sunset flip cover, shoulders on the mat. They are down and they are back up. The match continues. Sarge struggling to get to his feet. Back elbow from Pierre. Pierre running the ropes. Knee drop to the Sarge, hook in the leg. This might be over, and no. Pierre still has a bit of work to do. He still has plenty of options to exhaust here against the War hero, the Sarge. A man that's been a part of KPW from the very beginning, a man that was on the very first show. Spring Stampede, brainbuster from Pierre. Arch whip into the corner. Both men go for drop kicks. Pierre, the only one to follow it up with another drop kick. Spinning back suplex from the Sarge once again. And he is staying in this fight a lot better than most people would have given him credit for. And I think Pierre Cinema is learning firsthand not to count out the Sarge. Backbreaker from Pierre Cinema. Pierre going up top here. He might be looking for the double foot stomp once again. Sergeant Foxtrot moves towards the corner. Pierre overshoots. And now the Sarge looking to capitalize with a triangle hold. Heavy jabs from Pierre Cinema. Pierre looking to suplex the Sarge back into the ring. One has to wonder how much wear and tear is going through the body of Pierre Cinema, especially after that 60-minute marathon that he did alongside the Viceroy Jedi. Pierre didn't get the benefit
Count 2.
of getting the night off here tonight. He opted for this, in fact. Ricky Rhombus, Bam Dardino, Jedi still recuperating from that 60-minute war. You still see some of the bruises and the welts on the back of Pierre. Jumping pile driver. Cover. Hook in the leg. Extra leverage.
Count 2.
And the Sarge still won't quit. Still. Irish whip. The Sarge hangs onto the ropes. Neck breaker counter from Pierre. Back elbow from the Sarge. Another wishbone split. Take out the agility, take out the speed from Pierre Cinema. Now we thought that 1 hour of endurance was otherworldly from Pierre Cinema. He went that entire bout, that entire Iron Man match without taking a single pin, without tapping out. Belly to back suplex from Pierre Cinema. Up into the corner. Air clutching the neck. Tornado DDT. Now he's looking to put a little extra snap to it. Drop kick. Right into the clutches. Starstruck. And it ain't like the stars and stripes on the shorts. He's gonna be seeing stars because this bout is over. Sergeant Fox tried. Put up a glorious fight here tonight, but the glory of America might not be great enough to put down France's greatest export, the star attraction, Pierre Cinema. A man more motivated than ever, a man closer than ever to getting a second world championship opportunity. As multiple men join in the hunt behind Parliament, behind the Viceroy, behind
Pierre, how
Bob.
has the limelight
The hell's
been?
this?
Yeah, all those opportunities you've been afforded here in KPW? Becoming a world champion, a hero to the commoners. It's great, isn't it? Must feel great that you were able to start fresh. But I'm here to remind you. And I'm here to inform these people. Just a little bit of history between us. Because what gets buried in the darkness will be brought up to the light. You used to be quite the star in the film industry, and well, I've traveled in the same circles, had your name come up in casting sheets. I know that what you put forward is a farce. Always trying to convince yourself you can wipe the slate clean after what you've done? Pierre, you're gonna do your peer a favor here now that we finally have the time to catch up and reconnect. I want the same chances you've had, the opportunities, the championship glory. My name across the banners, main event marquee wherever I walk. You're gonna give me exactly what I want. And I've sat around for far too long. Be sensible, Pierre, cooperate. Because I can guarantee you, I can wipe the slate clean or take a dump on everything you've done from such a height that you'd believe God himself crapped on you. See you around, Pierre.
Even Gilbert apparently has some serious dirty laundry to air. Threatening to expose Pierre Cinema? What could be what could have just been a normal Monday night for our resident star attraction, Francis Greatest Export. It could be the beginning of something far more sinister. Even Pierre Cinema, he's in the ring thinking about what Steven Gilbert just said. The director, that sick, perverse bastard. What did he get his hands on? And what is he gonna do to leverage his way to the same opportunities that Pierre Cinema's been afforded? Enough to get a man thinking. Yeah, if I were a man like Pierre Cinema, I'd be taking some serious action. And speaking of action, our main event of the evening coming up in a few seconds. Rekindling an old rivalry. The Heartthrob takes on the Rhinestone Cowboy, our new KPW Twitch champion. Popo takes on the Sauce.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the look.
Popcorn Papi may not be the Twitch champion anymore, but it doesn't mean that Popcorn Papi is alone in that endeavor. He has the support of K-Dog. He has Solo at his side. But importantly, here tonight, he has Popo, who's looking to step in and stake his claim for the Twitch championship against a man that he has never beaten before here in KPW. The Sauce. Sauce truly on a roll here ever since he returned to KPW last week. Out and about in the dirty South, across Memphis, across Nashville, across Atlanta, supporting and touring for his new hit single, I'll Always Kick Out. Cross-promoted by KPW Records. Really something that's been taking the South by storm. As two Southerners slug it out in the main event here tonight. Sauce, Popo, two of KPW's oldest rivals and adversaries, duking it out once again. Crucifix cover. Elbow tie up, snap suplex for Popo. And the first time these two met in the ring, it was at Spring Stampede 2024 to crown the first ever Twitch champion here in KPW. Popo would win. Popo would not go on to win that bout. The Sauce would etch his place in history as the first ever Twitch champion. And this man has quite a lot of parallels with the Monarch, Oliver English. Both these men return with a vision, with a goal to try and reclaim the championships that they established so much name recognition from by making history once again, etching their names in history once again. Only difference being back at Euphoria just this past Saturday night, the Sauce was successful on his endeavor. He got the job done all by himself, no shortcuts needed. Oliver English tried to take every stop, take every advantage they could possibly drum up here, and completely blew up in his face. Now another former KPW Twitch champion, Hosway, looks to step up to the World Heavyweight Champion next week on Warzone in a 10-minute beat the clock challenge. Hosway has 10 minutes to beat the Siberian Silver Bear to make it to Madhouse and step in and be the replacement for the Monarch taking his rematch on the 25th. Popo going up top here, big splash, cover,
Count two.
And the Sauce back on his feet here. Popo go for some Texas tea there from out of nowhere. The Sauce was very quick, very sharp to try and sidestep that maneuver. That could have been it. But did he dodge it this time? No, he did not. Hurricanrana reversal from Popo. And the Sauce gets all tangled up in the ropes. Rhinestone Cowboy making one hell of a statement over the course of the previous week. Defeating Tape, Nick Flawless, as well as Popo under 4 corners stipulations. Popo, in fact, being the odd man out in that situation. The odd man out in that entire bout. He was not eliminated by the Sauce last week. Scoop slam by our Twitch champion. And as a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this is a non-title match. This could be exactly what Popo needs to get some personal retribution. Schoolboy, and he steals it! Popo has finally defeated the Sauce! After 18 months of trials and trepidations, being one-upped every step of the way, being one-upped at Spring Stampede in 2024, these two being the final two in the first ever lethal lottery match, and Popo getting eliminated that night. Popo shocking the world, getting even for his buddy, his stablemate in Bunker Hill, Popcorn Papi. He has finally picked up a victory, a feel-good win over the Rhinestone Cowboy, the Sauce. And that is all the time we have here, ladies and gentlemen. I have been Tapey Styles, the only man that can call the action right down the middle, flying solo as always. And we'll be seeing you here next Monday night for another exciting edition of Warzone, emanating from the Kumite Dome. Good night, everybody.